All right. Hey, everybody. Let me get my settings here. Good to be with you. Welcome back to our training. We do this every week, and I'm so excited that you're here today because if you tuned in to the training that I had on cluttered house, cluttered brain, then you already know that physical clutter can seriously mess with your focus. And I'm all about focus. It can mess with your mood and even your ability to take action. So if you missed that, go back and watch the replay. But that seemed to be a very popular topic. So I wanted to do a little follow up. Now, I'm Cindy Baker. I'm a productivity coach and ADHD specialist for adults. And I work with a lot of entrepreneurs or other creative professionals, um, many of which have ADHD, not all of them, but some do. And I help them overcome overwhelm and manage their time and their energy and their focus so they can grow their businesses without burnout. And I share tips like this on social media platforms and as a keynote speaker. So it's a good topic. And as I said, physical clutter can really mess with your focus and your mood. And you know what? Awareness is huge. Most people never realize that their space is what's draining their energy. So you're already way ahead just by noticing it. And today we're going to take it even further because once you see the clutter, the next big question becomes, okay, but how do I actually start? Right? Those are the questions that I got. Okay, so what do I do? I know it's bad, it's hurting me. So how do you beat the overwhelm, the perfectionism, the I'll do it later spiral? How do you actually get momentum? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. This is your quick start guide, okay, for both home and office. So you can take action today without needing a full weekend, major life overhaul or something like that. Or you don't need a whole bunch of motivation. You don't need one of those big trucks to come and haul off everything, right? Sound good? Okay, so you guys ready? So first, let's get real honest. Starting is always the hardest part, you know? Do you agree? Put in the chat. By the way, if you are watching live, please say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching the replay, just say hashtag replay. But let me know in the chat if you think starting is the hardest part. Not finishing, not maintaining, but starting. Why is that? Because starting triggers all the mental barriers at once. It's too much. I don't know where to begin. What if I get halfway and leave an even bigger mess? It's not even worth it. It's not worth it to get started. I'm not going to have time to finish. It's too big. Your brain goes into protective mode. Your brain is always seeking comfort, right? It's trying to save you from discomfort and uncertainty and extra work. That is completely normal. That is normal. But here's the truth. You don't need motivation to start. And you've heard me say this before, but you need a system that makes starting so small and easy that your brain just can't resist. So think about it. Have you ever told yourself, um, I'll just fold a few shirts that came out of the dryer. And then 30 minutes later, your whole closet is organized. That's not motivation, that's momentum. So today, I'm going to teach you how to create micro starts. These are little openings that make it feel safe and doable to begin. All right, so let's talk about your home first. Um, I'm going to give you 5 quick start strategies that you can use today in your house or your apartment or wherever you live. First is the landing zone. So, it's a landing zone reset, really. Pick the one spot where clutter gathers first. It's usually some kind of flat surface, like your entryway table, your kitchen counter, that chair that you put everything on. Spend just 5 to 10 minutes resetting only that zone. That's it. It's like clearing the on-ramp to your whole house, right? It's a small win, but it has big impact. Okay, so that's step number one. Step number two is one laundry basket. It's a sweep. You grab an empty laundry basket, and you walk through your most used spaces and you toss in anything that's out of place into the laundry basket. Now, later, you can sort it or just deal with a few items at a time, but it's a fast way to see immediate progress without stopping every 3 seconds to put stuff away. Step number three is deal with your flat surfaces. I mentioned that a minute ago, but focus only on tables, counters, and desks. Things that accumulate stuff because and so clear and wipe one flat surface completely. One. Completely, not just part way. Why? Because flat surfaces, they're like magnets. They create visual noise when you see all that stuff. So clearing them actually clears mental noise too. You'd be amazed. I mean, I'm not telling you anything that's really hard. These are simple things, but if you do them and if you do them in the right order, it makes a huge difference. All right, step number four is what I call the 12-12-12 challenge find. So 12 items to throw away, 12 items to donate, and 12 items to put away. Okay, throw away, donate, put away. Not hard, right? It's structured, it's like a game, and it gives your brain a clear goal instead of just vague overwhelm, cleaning, organizing. You're like, okay, I've got something specific to do. 12. Five, fix the thing that bugs you the most. That's the rule. Fix the thing that bugs you the most. You ask yourself, what's the one thing in my space that's annoying me every single day? And you've been putting off dealing with it. Maybe it's the pile of shoes by the door. Maybe it's that junk drawer that you have to fight every time you're looking for something. Like, where is the tape? You know what I'm saying? Fix that thing first. Instant relief when you do that. Okay? So again, let's go back over the five things. Landing zone reset, laundry basket sweep, deal with one flat surface, the 12-12-12 challenge, and then fix the one thing that bugs you the most. Okay. So now let's switch over and talk about your office or if it's at home, it's your workspace at home, or if it's a physical brick and mortar office, it's your desk. So whether that's a home office, a tiny desk corner, or even just a laptop bag that you carry around, right? Here's how to quick start a declutter with that. Number one, the desktop detox. Clear off everything except what you actually need for today. Yes, everything. Everything. Then only put back your essentials. So you take everything off at first, and then you only put back what you absolutely have to have. Like your laptop, a notebook, a pen, your cup of coffee, maybe one inspiring item. But if you clear your space, that gives you clear focus. There's a connection, it's a strong connection, and science has backed this up. So number two is the 3-drawer rule. Choose only 3 drawers or 3 cabinets or 3 shelves. One for supplies, one for active projects, and one for other. That would be like file later, pay bills. Anything else either finds a new home somewhere else outside of your workspace, or it gets tossed, or it gets donated. Keep it ridiculously simple. Now you have to be brutal with this because you're not going to want to do it. You're going to want to put everything in the other shelf or the other drawer. Don't do that. So again, um, the three drawer rule is one for supplies, one for active projects, and one for other. Okay. Now think about those cords and like tech stuff. Tidy up all those messy cords, old chargers, random cables, because they subtly drain you every time you see them. You don't realize they do, but they do. So spend 10 minutes detangling, tossing what you don't use, labeling what you keep, um, putting the ones you're not using now, but you might use later, put them in a drawer somewhere, and just get rid of the messy cords. And number four, kind of along with that, is digital declutter. So you're going to set a 5-minute timer, okay? You're going to do a 5-minute sprint. You've heard me talk about sprints before. You're going to delete junk emails. You're going to close unnecessary tabs. You're going to drag unused files to the trash. So you're like micro decluttering your screen, and it just makes you feel physically lighter. Now, you're not doing the whole thing. You're just doing it for 5 minutes. Just a 5-minute sprint. Okay. And number five is the end of day 5-minute reset. Before you log off for the day, take 5 minutes to clear your workspace. Ever since I started doing this, it has made a huge difference. But that way, tomorrow starts with clarity, not chaos. You don't leave everything out. Think of it as a little gift to the future you. Um, all right, now one last piece that I want to leave you with, and that is mindset. The mindset matters as much as the method, um, because you have to have mindset changes to keep going with this. So I'm going to give you just a few reminders for when clutter tries to sneak back in. Do you know what I mean? And this is something that I say ad nauseum to my coaching clients. So they've heard me say this all the time. It's one of my mantras. Done beats perfect. Done is better than perfect. A semi-tidy space beats a perfectly messy one every time, right? Progress over perfection. It's another mantra. Always. It's better to clean it a little bit than to not do it at all because you don't have time to do it all or do it perfectly. I hope that makes sense. Um, and remember, tiny wins compound over time. So you don't have to do it all today. One corner, one drawer, one 10-minute reset at a time, those add up faster than you think. So your environment shapes your energy. You're not just cleaning your space, you're creating a foundation for focus, creativity, peace. And when you clear physical clutter, you make room for mental clarity and emotional breathing space too. All right, so let's recap real quickly. Today we covered why starting is the hardest part and how to hack it. Quick start strategies for home and for the office, mindset shifts that keep you moving forward. So I want you to pick one quick start strategy from today, whether it be home or office, and do it within the next 24 hours. Okay. One strategy, do it within the next 24 hours. If you need a recap, watch this replay. You're not doing it tomorrow. You're doing it, you're picking it today. Okay. Not next week, today. Then come back and put in the comments. Let me know what you did in the comments because your brain and your future self will thank you. All right. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope this was helpful. Remember, you're not behind, you're not broken, you're building momentum, and every little step matters. So, If you want me to do a third training with a little deeper dive on clutter clearing systems and ADHD friendly maintenance tips, then just let me know in the chat. I do want to remind you that um, the deep dive intensive workshop is coming up this Thursday. That is May 15th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon Central. It's normally $195. You get $100 off right now. It won't last that much longer. It's a very small group, so it's very limited seating because I'm helping you hands-on. You're going to bring a project and you don't have to physically bring it, but you're going to tell me about something that you're working on, and we're going to troubleshoot it together. It's called From Knowing to Doing. So this is an implementation session. It is interactive, it's live, it's on Zoom. You're not listening to me talk. It's a small group of people, so each individual gets attention. So it's only $95 right now. That will go up. Make sure you look at the link under this video. Then I'll circle back around and add a link later. But make sure you check that today, and hopefully we will see you there. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.